and then we'll finish off with showing you a couple of ways to attach the parchment.
Yes.
And so what we're doing is, for the coloring, we're doing a little bit on the back and then a little bit on the front. On the back, I am not going to worry too much about, because for this technique, because we're putting some on the front, it really won't matter as much on the back. So I'm just coloring with the B pencil. I'm working on the hard side of the embossing mat and on the back of the parchment. So I've just colored that in.
Okay.
So if I turn that around, you can see at the moment it looks very pale.
Yeah.
But this one, which I've already blended, that's the same blue. But as soon as you blend, it becomes a bit more vibrant. So to blend, what I'm using is some Dorso oil. I've put a drop on the spot on sponge. So the Dorso oil and the blending nibs are in the Coloring Essentials kit.
Which we've got on the screens right now. If you want the Colouring Essentials kit, which is everything that Tina's using right now, the sponges and the pens and the oil and those little tips, which you'll need loads of, because you'll want one for each colour. Trust me, much like Tina's got. You'll see them. When you see what the professionals use, you go, I want that. £17.99 as a club member. So again, half of that, £39 in your flexi basket if you're going down the flexi route.
So all I'm doing is touching just the very end of the tape into and the color just moves.
If that's
and makes it all nice and smooth.
That bottle's going to last forever.
Oh yeah, it
well,
does.
Not forever, obviously.
It lasts a very long time. So say on the larger petal, oops, if I show you, there we go, just to show you the color moving. Now this nib obviously was the green one instead of the blue one. So the flower petals are sort of a teal color now, but that's okay. I like happy surprises like those. It's interesting, the color.
Nice email from Carol. Cool. And this email, oh no, I'm wrong bit. Hi Tina and Dean, it's fab to see the super talented Tina.
Oh, thank
with
you.
These blades. Tina's designs are versatile, pretty and easy to use. For those starting out, enjoying the journey, you won't regret it. It's such a lovely craft to do. You can achieve perfect results from the start, then you can work on other techniques. I started Groovy when I first came out, and now I'm on the design team. Thanks to all the team at Clarity Towers. Carol, you're welcome.
Thank you, Carol.
She's on the team, and she's even taking a picture in, and that is amazing.
It's beautiful.
Well, don't worry.
Happy colors, happy colors.
Happy colors as well. When it first came out, not when I came out. Sorry, I said that wrong, didn't I? There you go. Got the picture?
It's so beautiful,
look,
Carol.
How good is that? I mean, look at that on the screen.
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
Like it.
Very beautiful. And every time I open that box and I see that card and another one with Happy Colors by Jane, I just have this biggest smile on my face, like, that's my world.
Yeah, the goal is great. The destination's the thing, though, isn't it? It's getting there through this. Listen, you won't be able to get anywhere near this soon if you don't buy this, because we've got a limited stock situation. It's not good. It's not good because it means 10% or less of the original stock we had, which from this morning, has gone. I'm not sure we can get that back as it is. If we do, it won't be until a week or so, and you'll have to wait even longer. And there's nothing worth waiting. There's nothing worse than waiting. And the 351 309. Please check out your baskets if you want to get the Groovy Plate collection with the storage folder and start your sort of groovy journey. Which is great. So we cover the back, we cover the front.
Okay. So just to show you, here is where I blended and here is where I haven't finished blending, just to show you the difference. But I'm going to jump to doing the coloring on the front because it's the same all the way around. So what you want is a sharp pencil, and on the front we're going to do little flicks. So starting from the center, I'm going to flick towards the outside of the petal.
Why don't we just colour it in, Tina?
You can, so you can do like little round if you prefer. For me personally, I like these flakes, so that's the
Does it give you texture? Does it look like there's sort of like lines?
Yeah, because it starts darker there and fades into nothing.
Yeah.
So it's just my personal I mean, you could go little round and fade away this way if you prefer.
I see the flicks. I see what you're trying to do. Yeah, that flick would work because it's darker than lighter. Yeah, yeah.
So it's just preference. I mean, both will give you different looks. So definitely have a play and see. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to avoid going on the white lines. So, you know, have a sharp pencil. And as I'm coloring, I'm sort of just twisting my pencil slightly so I can keep the point sharper for longer.
Okay.
So for example, in there, I'm just doing little flicks, some longer, some shorter, so they don't all just stop at the same place.
Oh, yeah.
And then what I'm going to do is, like, I'm going to use a dry nib just to smooth it out a little bit.
Okay.
Now, if I use the Dorso oil on this to blend it, what's going to happen is I'm going to make the whole thing purple.
Oh.
And I want that distinction. So using a dry nib, so I keep, like some nibs that I've got a packet that says keep dry.
Keep dry.
Keep dry. Because, you know, as much as the oil will evaporate, I like to have those that have no
and
oil.
I think this is the idiosyncrasies of this parchment, all these little techniques that you'll learn here and you'll learn through Clarity and through Facebook and stuff like that. These are the difference. If you're thinking, why does mine look like that? It's probably these little sort of, again, little techniques that you'll start including when you watch the shows that really make a massive difference. Now, I'm very aware there's about 4 or 5 minutes left on the show. I'm not trying to speed things along or trying to ruin your demonstration at home, ladies and gents, but I'm very aware of our
we want to do the
card technique.
So you can see where I've just gone with a dry nib, just rubbed it. You can see here, we can still see the lines, and over here, we've sort of made it just smoother. So that will help, you know, a little bit to get the smoothness happening.
Lovely.
Yeah.
I've just had to move because camera 1 was in
Yeah,
the way.
no, that's fine.
Lovely.
So to show you on the actual card, there you go, where
Lovely.
we've got the brightness.
Yeah.
It probably needed a bit more color, but you know, just keep adding that color gently.
You can look at that all day. And
Okay.
It's a very, very unique craft. Now, how do you get that stuck onto your card? We had a few questions this morning, so we thought, well, Tim didn't think. Tim, she's such a generous person. She said, right, what we'll do, we'll do some different ways of attaching your parchment to your cards. Tina.
Okay, so on this card, I've used the normal way that I love, which is brads. So I've used brads to attach the parchment to the cardstock. On this one, just for, you know, like not everyone wants to use brads. So what I've got is I've done my centerpiece there. I've sort of just folded it where I want. So just put it down, just given it a little notch like this on the back. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Clarity runner tape, and I'm going to just put that along there, and hopefully it's centerish. Yeah, that should work. But now we can see that, which we don't like very much, do we?
Don't want to see that, do we?
No.
However, watch this.
However, we're going to run that
More glue
over
on
the
it.
top.
If in doubt, put more glue on it.
Of course.
Oh.
And you can get a bit of matching.
Look, you see.
And you cover that like that. And you've got a nice pretty back as well to sign over there.
Yeah,
but I do quite like to tear this as well.
Look at you, you little rebel.
How pretty is that? So that's another way to do it. Just
Did you do that in the break between shows?
I did. So that was one I did in the show. Then the second one I did in the show is this one here.
Right, okay.
So this one once again.
No, because it will show through.
Yes, it will. But it's okay. We'll cover it. There we
Thinking,
go.
I like Tina's tape. If you want some, we've got some Clarity glass set before actually. Roller tape. Double-sided adhesive. 120 metres in total for 20 quid. Well, 1996, but between friends.
So there you go. That shows, and we don't like that. We put it over the top. Let's get a straight one. Oh, no. It doesn't have enough character. I like the tone edge. I'm going, no. I wasn't looking at you in any particular way, I don't think. And there we go. You know, and that's so pretty. I think 3 gems along there would be pretty.
Yeah. That's 2.
And then the third one.
Go on. What you got for last? Big finale.
This one here. Now, this one you can see there. I mean, for this technique, I do prefer
Hang
the
on. Is that the glitter box?
double-sided tape. So some
you crafters are like
now this
glitter
is
everywhere.
anti-static glitter, so it is not going to go everywhere.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anti-static.
It's anti-static. Yeah.
Is that what you said? Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Purga glitter, you get 6 in a box. So I've stuck this. It's got it's got the glue runner underneath. It's got glue runner over the top. Now for this, when I put glitter, I do prefer the double-sided sticky tape because I can put it accurately over the top.
Otherwise, you're relying on your straight line hand, aren't you?
Which wasn't.
But you can see that could be. You could put another flower at the end of that. Couldn't you make it like a little medallion or something?
So you can see where I missed.
Yeah.
You know, but for me, I don't mind. I don't mind that at all.
So, ladies and gents,
character.
if you don't like brads, you can wrap it. Do a wrap. And that's what we said we were going to be wrapping later. That's what we meant. We didn't mean wrapping. What's that? And then you've got the wrapping technique. You've actually